The 7 Levels of Jeffrey Epstein's Wealth, from Unknown Teacher to Billionaire Mystery. Jeffrey Epstein is one of the strangest wealth stories ever because, unlike most billionaires, he didn't invent anything. He didn't start a tech company. He didn't sell a product. Yet somehow, he ended up with private jets, mansions, and friends in places most people only see on Netflix documentaries. So how does someone go from teaching math to flying with presidents and billionaires? Today, we're breaking down the 7 levels of Jeffrey Epstein's wealth. And trust me, each level gets weirder than the last.
The random start. Before money, before power, Epstein was just a guy teaching math at a fancy New York private school in the 1970s. No elite finance degree, no billionaire parents, just confidence, and apparently the ability to convince rich people he belonged in their world. Now imagine being a teacher and deciding, you know what, Wall Street sounds better. Most people update their resume. Epstein updated his entire life, and somehow it worked.
Wall Street without the rulebook. Through connections with wealthy families from the school, Epstein landed a job at an investment bank. This is where things already become unusual, because Wall Street normally loves credentials, degrees, experience, proof. Epstein had vibes. But he understood something important. Finance isn't just math, it's trust. If wealthy people believe you understand money, they let you manage it. And once you manage rich people's money, you stop thinking small.
The Mystery Money Man. In the 1980s, Epstein left traditional finance and started his own firm. Here's where it gets interesting. He claimed he only worked with extremely wealthy clients, billionaires only, which sounds impressive but also conveniently impossible to verify. There were no public client lists, no flashy marketing, just exclusivity. It's like a nightclub that says only VIPs allowed. Suddenly, everyone assumes it must be important, and Epstein mastered that image perfectly.
Networking level, legendary. At this point, Epstein realized something powerful. Money attracts people, but connections create power. He began building relationships everywhere. Politicians, business leaders, academics, celebrities. His homes became meeting places for powerful individuals, and Epstein positioned himself as the guy who knew everyone. You know that friend who somehow knows the club owner, the DJ, and security? Imagine that, but with billionaires.
The lifestyle explosion. By the 1990s and early 2000s, Epstein's lifestyle looked like something out of a movie. Multiple mansions, private aircraft, luxury properties across continents, and of course, a private island. Because apparently regular vacations were too mainstream. Here's the fascinating part. Wealth at this level becomes self-reinforcing. If you live like a billionaire, people assume you are one. And once that belief spreads, opportunities multiply.
Power through secrecy. As Epstein's wealth grew, so did the mystery around him. Very few people could clearly explain exactly how he made his fortune. And oddly, that mystery increased his influence. In elite circles, discretion is currency. The less people talk publicly, the more powerful someone can appear. Epstein operated almost like a shadow financier, not loud, not public, just present in rooms where important decisions happened. But systems built on secrecy eventually faced scrutiny. Investigations began. Allegations surfaced. Public attention intensified worldwide. And suddenly, the same mystery that helped build his reputation became impossible to ignore. The empire unraveled. The wealth, the access, the influence, all came under global examination. And Epstein's story shifted from mystery billionaire to one of the most controversial figures of modern history.
The real lesson. The story of Jeffrey Epstein isn't just about money. It's about how wealth can sometimes come from positioning, perception, and proximity to power. He didn't follow the traditional billionaire path. Instead, he climbed through levels of access, networking, exclusivity, and influence. And while the ending of his story is deeply serious, it leaves an important question. How much of wealth is created by skill, and how much by the circles we manage to enter? Because sometimes the most powerful currency in the world is simply being in the right room,